Hello there, and welcome to Healing the World Together, the podcast. And today I am joined by someone who I have seen hanging around the Institute of Pranic Healing, and I chat to him on the odd occasion, but I'm very interested in his story. So just come with us and let's see what he's got. Hello, Joseph. How are you?
Hey Victoria, I'm very good, thank you.
Do you prefer Joe or Joseph?
Good question. We'll go with Joe.
Joe. We'll go with
Yeah,
Joe. So you've been doing pranic healing for about 3 years.
yeah,
What made you get into pranic healing?
yeah. So I started with Pranic Healing in at the end of 2022,
Mm,
and it was after in that summer my sister was introduced to it through an experimental trial at King's College Hospital in London, and she was a patient there for 7 years or so,
wow.
um, and there wasn't many explanations for the symptoms she was experiencing,
Mm,
and whilst they did everything they could to help her, there was only slight impacts on her life, but it was still massively affecting her. So, Pranic Healing, the trial,
yeah.
was the first thing that really massively changed things for her.
Okay. And you don't have to share, but do we know what your sister was suffering from?
Yeah, so her physical symptoms were gastrointestinal issues. So she was vomiting a lot and she couldn't really keep down food.
Mm,
This would happen multiple times every day, especially if she was kind of anxious about something at the time. And they just put it down to overthinking. And if she had worries, then it would come out in that way.
yeah.
So she saw different specialists and even had a psychiatrist in counseling sessions with her. And yeah, she was still, even with that help, missing a lot of school, not being able to go in, having social anxiety, overthinking and worrying. And then, yeah, it was only when through the pranic healing work that we realized that, it was just so much stress sitting, especially in that area of her system,
Yeah.
causing those issues.
Fascinating. Now, for the audience or anybody else listening to this, you're wondering, hang on, what's pranic healing doing in King's Hospital? Our teacher Les Flitcroft has been running trials there for at least 2 years with incredible results. And I know that you're not the only family member of one of Les's subjects who's actually come in and started using pranic healing and brought it into your family. How has it transformed your life? Because it's normally the parents of the child that go into pranic healing. So first and foremost, what made you come into it, and also how's it transformed your life?
Yeah, yeah, like you say, I meet a lot of parents on the courses. And for me, my mum's also done some courses now as well, by the way. We've all been inspired by the changes we saw in my sister. And yeah, it was just so evident to me and so clear that
Mm,
change in her. Because, she went from being quite anxious to she left her first pranic healing session saying her mind's never been this clear before.
yeah,
And just as it went on, the vomiting reduced week by week, and then eventually there was nothing left. All the physical symptoms were cured, and psychologically she was like a different person. She was so confident and outgoing. She went back to school, made friends, got jobs, and just started living her life really. So when I saw that, I kind of was in a space in my life as well where I could use that help because, similar anxiety issues, not manifesting as bad and in the same way.
yeah.
Um, but I could definitely use that help as well. And when I had my first pranic healing session, it was the same kind of thing. It was like peace and stillness in my mind. This is so new and amazing. So it was also mind blowing at first, and seeing that, I knew from that first moment where it helped my sister and it had that amazing immediate effect on me that I just had to share it with as many people as I could. That was my initial, like, what I really wanted to do. So I started doing the courses and did quite a few just at the end of that year, and been doing lots and lots since, and yeah, started doing it professionally as well, doing treatments with people, and it's getting really good results. So yeah, it's really helped all of us.
It's fascinating, isn't it? It's it's so interesting because I think when people are ill, we don't equate it to getting your life back. And even to the point where you go, she can go back to school again.
Yeah,
She can
something
go
so
out.
simple. Yeah,
Fascinating. It's just pranic healing for me when I see people, when we talk about pranic healing and especially when Les talks to us about it, it's very easy to almost underestimate what it can do. And then you think of someone who's been ill for 7 years. Seven
yeah,
years. That's a long time.
yeah. That's most of her life. So at the time,
It's crazy. How old is she now?
now she's 18, so she was 14, 15 when the trials were happening.
Wow. Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
So tell me, as if it's like, you've brought it into your life now. It's safe to say the anxiety's gone.
For me, yeah, certainly massively reduced.
Mm.
I wouldn't have been able to sit here and talk to you and have this go out to people before. Um, so yeah, much more confident and feeling more capable and happy with myself, and yeah, much less worrying and things like that.
And thank you so much for coming on because, it's so good to hear with you stories and for us to understand what transformation actually looks like. Um, one of the reasons why I really wanted to do this podcast was to just get the word of pranic healing out and to have different people's experience of it rather than a one-dimensional opinion, which would be mine,
Yeah,
based on my opinion and also facts. But when you see other people coming in with the stories like yourself, you realize the the intensity of some of the work because if somebody's been ill for 7 years, that's not something you can take lightly,
yeah,
because then you start thinking of the emotional turmoil that has on somebody.
yeah, yeah. Like you say, it affects the whole family.
Yeah,
It's quite stressful. Like for my mum, for example, that her daughter's sick for years and there's nothing they can really do to really help it. And you start to worry about, her future. She's missing all this time of school and exams and all of this stress about it. So yeah,
yeah.
the change just lifts that weight off of not only her, but everyone around her as well.
So tell me about your mum. So she's taking it on. Is your mum doing it professionally or is she using it for her personal reasons?
Yes, for now she's using it for personal reasons. So she's done treatments for herself, some for me as well. And yeah, she's recently introduced me to, she works in a school. So for the children as well, she's recently got me in to do meditation and stillness sessions for the kids. So yeah, really nice. They all feel really relaxed and refreshed afterwards.
That's amazing. So if I just want to touch on your mum, so a lot of people, not, oh, what should I say, not everybody takes pranic healing and uses it as a profession.
Yeah.
People use it at home for their family and their friends. Master Choa said he wanted at least one person in the family to,
Mm.
he wanted at least one person in the family to know about pranic healing. So, you're working with kids. Can you give us an example of some of the struggles that the kids may have?
Yeah, I think well, from my mum's perspective and a few teachers that I've heard from, a lot of children these days suffer with like hyperactivity and it's being diagnosed as a lot of ADHD and things. And there's just a lot of restlessness and stress, seemingly more than there used to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, you find that once you do um, these sessions, you do the meditation, which is directed by Les Flitcroft and the person who healed my sister.
Yeah.
And he follows a brilliant white light flowing all the way through the body, basically just washing away any stress or worries that they have. Excuse me, but also any physical aches and pains. So afterwards, I asked them how they felt, and they all feel really calm. They say relaxed and
Mm.
peaceful. And yeah, especially those who do struggle with sitting still
Hmm.
and they're perhaps talking a lot during the rest of the class. Once we get to that part where the meditation goes on, it's like a peace just descends on the whole room, and at the end of it, they're all really quiet, even the ones who were sort of hyperactive before.
Yeah.
Everyone just really chilled afterwards. So so lovely.
So it's also useful to say as well that, children's meditation is very different to adult meditation as well. So we have people who, well, we get trained in that, and then, we sort of like make sure that we pay more attention to those meditations as well. Have the teachers noticed the difference?
Uh, we've been doing this one specifically for a couple of weeks, so I'm not sure yet.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I've been in schools before with young adults as well, so they were sort of 16 to 18 just before
yeah.
GCSEs or A levels.
Hmm.
And yeah, the teachers have reported that we did this in the morning and their behavior throughout the rest of the day was so much better. They were more focused. They felt like they could recall information better during the exams as well. So
Hmm.
yeah, it just gives them that clarity and just calmness really as well. There's less stress, which is so important, isn't it?
100%. I was talking to someone today about pranic healing, and I was alluding to the fact that, kids are always on the phone. We're always on our phones, right? So kids are always on the
Yeah.
phone. And the fact of the matter is that we're taking in so much information that we almost become full. So then we can't use, and I know that Les uses this in his teachings, but it's like we can't, we almost can't think for ourselves. So
Mm.
then we start to manifest behaviors that don't seem to serve us well. And one of the great things about meditation on twin hearts and also the healings is we help you to sort of like just clean your mind, just clear your mind, and that silence, that stillness. I mean, we've got meditation tonight. I can't wait with Les, but just that feeling of calm and just emptiness and allowing those thoughts to go through. Because if you're full, then the thoughts won't, they don't do you justice almost, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be hard to take in useful information if you're studying, for example, like going back to the kids and recall it if your mind's congested with all these things that we're constantly absorbing when we're scrolling and things.
Yeah. So is this something that you ever thought you'd do though, Joe? Because you're quite young and what have you. And again, there's more women in this than there are men.
Yeah.
So is this something that you ever thought, like, what do your friends think?
Oh yeah, good question. So yeah, it's not something I ever expected. I think I was always interested in our thoughts and the mind because I was studying psychology at university
Ah, okay.
before I left looking for something else, which is now here. Um, but yeah, I wouldn't say I was ever considered anything to do with like spirituality or was
Mm.
interested in those things until this came along, and it was just such a clear transformation in front of my eyes that I just felt like it was the natural path. I had to. There was no question in my mind that I was going to go into it. And yeah, in terms of friends, they are mixed reviews. Some of them really into it. One of them came to our meditation group yesterday, so that was really
Oh,
nice, and he
wow.
loved it. But then some of them, um, yeah, it is a good question. Some of them aren't too interested in it, but they respect that I do it, and it's
Mm.
just not for them. It's not their kind of thing, they would say.
I like that. I like the fact that they respect the idea rather than
Yeah,
rubbishing it, right? Because it could go one way or the other, to be fair, and what have you. So, you must have some really good friends who respect it, even if they're not into
yeah.
it, if that makes sense. So, moving forward, do you host any meditation classes, or are you part of a group that actually host the meditation classes?
Yes. So I moved to Kent a few months ago, so I've recently started a meditation on Twin Hearts group in Tunbridge Wells.
Okay.
And I also help out. There's a few of us who do a little rota, taking it in turns to run the one in London Bridge on a Tuesday as well.
Fantastic. Okay, so what days do you host the ones in Tunbridge Wells?
That's on every Thursday at 7 p.m.
Okay, and the one in London Bridge?
That's Tuesdays at 7 p.m.
Tuesdays at 7 p.m. There you go. And what we're going to do is we'll put the links at the bottom so that people can access you wherever you are and stuff. So you're on the Institute's
Yeah, my profile will be on there as well.
profiles on there. So we'll make sure that we put everything else. So if there's anybody who lives local to either London Bridge or to Tunbridge Wells, I know I have friends in Tunbridge Wells, so I've been there before.
Nice.
Yeah, if you know anybody, then go along, go and see Joe and what have you. The meditations are amazing. Joe, it was so good to talk to you.
Yeah, very nice to speak more with you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for shedding some light on your story. Incredible. And give our love
Sure.
to your sister. I'll speak to you soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Take care. Thanks. Bye.